Brainstorming and sharing ideas is the funnest part of the creative process. We decided to skip the boring part of actually making stuff and just do the fun part. I'm comedian Tom Walma.
I'm Carl Sobel.
I'm John Quincy Adams. My name is Parker Hammond. Sorry.
And this is Creativity Wasted. So my idea, I call it the bed box. And basically it came from the idea of trying to save electricity by turning the heat way down, like at night. And I had the idea that if you turn it way down, even your bed covers aren't going to be warm enough. So you'd have to put more bed covers on to stay warm. And after a while, like if you want it to get all the way down to like 45 degrees or something in your house at night to save electricity, after a while, you're adding so many bed covers that it's like weighing you down and it's uncomfortable. So what I thought you could do is, instead of having the additional covers weighing down on you, you could have like a normal bed with normal covers above you. And then above you, you could have like the top of a box or like the top of a coffin or like the top of I'm picturing like a matchbox top or something, like you're in the matchbox box. And you could put another layer of covers on top of that, mainly for decoration. But also you could like tuck it in around your head. Like your head wouldn't be inside the box. Like the box would go from like shoulders down and it would be like 6 inches above your chest or something. So then you could create like a little cocoon of like sealed in air where your body is, and your body heat would just keep that warm all night. So it would allow you to use more covers without weighing you down. So you could jack your heater way down. Like you could use a smart heater, like a Nest thermostat or something, and just let it get like super cold at night and super cold while you're at work, and then only turn it up like when you're about to get home from work. So that's
it's
the
like
idea.
it's like a cryogenic sleep chamber almost, but for heat.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like an air fryer.
Like a what?
An air fryer for when you sleep.
Well, it's not. It wouldn't have a heating element in it.
I made some mini quesadillas in my bed last night.
Yeah. So it's just it absorbs your body heat and it keeps it there so it doesn't let it out.
Yeah.
And you could also use it if you're a magician and you want to cut somebody in half.
Oh. Or if you're tired of burritoing your girlfriend.
There you go.
You can just put her in the bed box.
Yeah, so you could get like different size bed boxes. Like something like a twin size bed box, or like, yeah, they go by bed sizes. So you could have like 2 twin bed boxes if you didn't want to like share one with your wife or girlfriend. That way, like each other's body heat can just boom, be fine.
Yeah, I didn't picture 2 side by side for a couple.
That's some real Leave It to Beaver shit.
Yeah. Huge in the Mormon community.
Oh yeah, they love them. They can't get enough.
But yeah, so I thought that one of the benefits would be the power saving. You could let your house get super cold in the winter at night. Another thing is, if you were away from the bed and you had like the covers above the top of the bed box, the second layer of covers, that probably wouldn't get messed up when you sleep, that second layer. So you wouldn't need to make the bed every day.
That'd be nice.
And then I thought, if you've got kids and you don't want to get caught having sex, you could have sex like under the bed box.
This bed box is a rockin'. Don't come a knocking.
Yeah. And yeah, maybe you could like raise the bed box, and then it becomes like a fort almost.
You can make it like make animal noises too, so that nobody knows what you're doing.
Yeah, maybe you could soundproof it. Put the soundproofing like a podcast studio.
Where's mommy? She's in the bed box. Don't worry about it.
And then, like when you're a kid, you have a race car bed box, and then like as you get older, you start getting more professional-looking bed boxes.
And then when you finally sold all the way out, you just have like one silver bed box, and it's like, yeah. Okay.
I guess it'll keep you warm.
I guess now that you mentioned like the kids' race car bed, you could have like a bunk bed box. You could stack one on top of on top of another one.
So do these hang from the ceiling?
Well, I was just picturing like
Or is it just a short table?
I was picturing like one side of the bed would have like a vertical support, and then like the feet end of the bed, almost like a wooden wall
Okay.
that holds up the wooden flat
Yeah.
top of the bed box. And maybe you could have it on both sides and have it like fold out or something like a door. But
Yeah, you could
I
just
think
get out with a swinging door at the side.
yeah, that might be a little overkill. I don't know what people would want. But yeah, I don't think it'd be like a table that's held up in the middle. Maybe if it's held up by the four corners.
Yeah, if you put it up in the middle, you're not going to be able to fit.
This will be great for podcast commercials.
What do you mean? Oh, selling it?
Yeah. It'll be like, what's the purple mattress brand bed box? It's going to be great. We're going to hear about it on Comedy Bang Bang for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Casper mattress. There's
That's
a
the other
few.
That makes me think of those like Japanese pod hotels almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really big in the vampire community too. I can see a lot of emo kids have like coffin shaped bed boxes.
Yeah, I guess it's basically like a coffin, but like the head part of the coffin isn't there.
Yeah.
And then you put a comforter or sheets on top of the coffin, and then you tuck them in around your head.
Yeah.
Maybe
Transylvania is third in the world in bed box sales. I wonder why that is. That's so strange.
But if you think about it, like the modern conception of a bed hasn't always been around. Like I think like Egyptians, I think they slept on like almost like a frame, like it supported them on the neck, and then it supported like their lower back, and then it supported their feet. I think I saw something like that. Like it was like almost like sleeping on like three flat posts with like a flat top. And then people have slept on hammocks or like on just hay on the ground. It's like if you open your mind to like history, like the idea of like rethinking the modern bed isn't quite as weird, because it's not like we've had the modern conception of the bed for like all of humanity.
Right.
Like it's this unchangeable, like it's unthinkable to change the way we do beds.
So bed boxes actually are kind of already a thing now that I think about it. So a friend of mine, he makes hammocks. Like he sells his own hammocks and he sells them to people. But he makes like a hammock, but then there's like another like almost like tent top that goes right over top of you that's made out of like thicker blanket. So you have like this like shell, like a bed box hammock above your hammock.
Like just right above you, or it's like a tent that goes like
Just right above you.
several feet.
So no, it's like just right above you.
Okay, because I've seen those hanging tents.
Yeah.
But you're talking about something else.
Yeah, it's very similar. Almost like how they have like mosquito nets, but it's like made out of a really thick like wool.
That's another thing that my bed box could help with is the mosquitoes.
Yeah. In the winter,
Instead of having just a net, if there's a rip in the net, the mosquitoes get in. There's like a big fucking wooden thing there. That's got to stop mosquitoes more than a net.
Yeah. And in the summer, you could put like ice packs in it, maybe, and then like change it out so that it's kind of has like an insulated like bed box.
Oh,
That way it's cool in the winter.
Yeah, maybe.
That would be good. I mean, there's a lot of like, so you live in like one of those old Grand Rapids houses. Does that have AC in it?
I have central air, yeah.
Okay, nice. So I lived in Hamtramck for a few years, and none of those houses have AC of any kind. And I think that those would sell like crazy there, because it's 95 and humid, and there's like no way to get, cool sometimes.
You could hand them out to the homeless to test to see if they work.
Well, yeah, I did have the thought, like, if it insulates you a lot, like, why do you even need a house or a tent?
You basically become just a turtle with your bed box.
I can't fit all my shit in a bed box. I got like couches and stuff.
I guess, yeah, like my conception of the bed box, it wouldn't cover the head, but if it's like outside and it's raining, maybe you just slide something over your head. I mean, you'd have to be able to breathe, so there'd have to be some way to get air in. But
You just get the add-on, the head box.
Well, then women are going to be criticizing all the men who don't have head boxes.
Yeah,
That's like a very deep cut. I actually feel like Amazon might make some bullshit like this. Like that's who I think would make this.
well, there is like a head box, like the ostrich thing, where you can like take on flights, where you just put your head inside of a pillow with like two hand holds.
What? What is that called?
It's like an ostrich pillow, I think it's called. It's like how ostriches bury their heads in the sand. It's basically a pillow where you can do that.
Oh God, that thing's scary looking.
Yeah, and it's a fire hazard, honestly.
Yeah.
what?
Oh, look at this.
How would you set your head on fire?
Well, if like a fire broke out while you had your head inside of that pillow, like
This is
Oh.
what like anti-mask people.
If you smoke it, maybe it's a fire hazard.
Oh damn! No, you can get real fucked up though, dude. You can hotbox your ostrich pillow.
Like, what do you call it? A volcano vaporizer on an airplane.
The people wearing this like look like how I imagine anti-mask people think that the rest of us look.
100%. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Would you buy a bed box?
How much is it?
I don't know. I wouldn't think it would cost that much.
Well, is this the kind of thing where I could get it at Art Van with 36 months no interest? It kind of seems like it.
I think it would be cheaper than that.
Okay.
I think it would be like $250, like the cost of like a desk.
How much did you just say?
250.
Oh man, dude, you're
Maybe
disrupting the
that's
bed
too
industry.
little. How much is like a flat sheet of wood that's like that long?
If this is wood, we're talking less than like $300.
Yeah.
Easily. What the expense is going to be is like, the insulation to keep heat in or to like keep it cool,
I just bought enough plywood to build a 2-stall bathroom, and that was only like $110.
Yeah.
So
and that's like depending on like how thick you're going, because like 3/4 inch might be a little too thick for what we're working with here.
Yeah, I was picturing that the wood itself, and it wouldn't have to be wood. It could be some plasticky, it'd be solid because you want it to keep the weight of the blankets off of you.
Yeah, you can do like fiberglass or even like those when they like recycle milk jugs to make park benches.
a Tom's brand bed box.
Yeah, Tom's bed boxes.
I'd buy that.
Yeah.
Totally sustainable. Won't contribute to the trash island the size of Texas in the Pacific or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, and also you save all the money in electricity or from heating.
At one point, I did sell mattresses for a living, like professionally. And let me tell you, the margin on mattresses and like all the mattress accessories is so fucking high. You could sell it for $250 and you'd be raking it in. I mean, you could sell it for $150 and you'd be making big money.
You think people would actually buy something like this, or do you think it's just too weird?
It seems to me like the kind of product that, like, for some reason is very popular in Cambodia. Like, there's like 5 countries where this thing is fucking the most important invention, and then like a bunch of weirdos in like Portland who use it here.
Joe Rogan will use it. And
yes.
A lot of UFC guys will get into that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they could use to cut weight.
Yeah.
You crank the heat up in that thing and cut weight while you're sleeping.
And then in the morning, like when you wake up and you want to have breakfast in bed, you push it down a little bit,
Oh,
and you have a table right there.
I didn't think of that. Yeah, that's a great. The other thing, you could make it bulletproof. Like if you were worried about intruders or whatever.
Yeah.
You get your bulletproof bed box and your bulletproof ostrich helmet, and you're basically a superhero. You are invincible. You are ungovernable.
Like on the top, on the inside of the box top, you could have like mounts to like hang like machine guns and stuff that are just mounted above you at all times.
I think that's just a trench coat.
It wouldn't be hanging on your body; it would be up. So it's not a trench coat in that sense. It's not weighing you down as you sleep.
Sounds like a contract.
Or like digging into your hip or like making it uncomfortable to sleep. It's like up high, like zip tied to the top of the inside of the box.
Yeah. You want to use zip ties though, because you want to be able to get it out quick. You're going to want Velcro or magnet release.
It definitely does need like an ejector button.
Yeah.
You guys have anything you want to plug before we go?
Oh, yeah. Just comedy night at River City Saloon every Wednesday at 9:00.
This has been a production of Planet Ant Podcast, powered by Pinecast.